Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your game by subscribing to our channel so you never miss our daily content. For exclusive access to our premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comments section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes.
Colorado Rockies versus New York Yankees. The Yankees are fighting for first in the AL East. New York has been good on offense this season. They rank in the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto form one of the best batting duos in the league. Colorado's pitching staff has been awful this season. As a team, they are last in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. Bradley Blaylock is expected to start for the Rockies, and he will struggle against a dangerous Yankees lineup. New York will win this contest by 2 or more runs. Bet the run line, -1.5, and take the Yankees. Colorado's pitching staff has been awful this season. As a team, they are last in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. Bradley Blaylock is expected to start for the Rockies and will struggle against a dangerous Yankees lineup. New York has been very good on offense this season. They rank in the top 10 or just outside the top 10 in runs, hits, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, batting average, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Aaron Judge and Juan Soto form one of the best batting duos in the league. This will be a higher scoring matchup and the over will hit. Take the over, 9.0 runs. Los Angeles Angels versus Toronto Blue Jays. As of this writing, Friday afternoon, these teams have played 4 times in the last 2 weeks. The Blue Jays are 4-0 both SU and -1.5, outscoring the Angels 24-8. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm riding with Toronto -1.5 in this contest. Los Angeles' starter, Carson Fulmer, pitched in the series in California roughly 10 days ago, giving up 5 earned runs over just 3.1 innings. That game ended 6-1 in favor of Toronto. The Blue Jays' offense has been hot over the last 14 days, ranking 7th in both WRC plus 118 and WOBA .333. Considering their current form and the recent head-to-head history, I think the Jays will do enough to stretch this lead out and cover the run line. Take Toronto Blue Jays -1.5 runs. Circling back on the head-to-head numbers from this series, we see that the Angels have averaged only 2.0 runs per game during the 4 recent meetings. Their offense is a bottom-tier unit over the last 2 weeks, ranking 26th in WRC plus 82 and 25th in WOBA .286. The Halos are also running into Bowden Francis, who just cut them down 12 days ago. The right-hander allowed just 1 earned run on 1 hit over 7.0 innings. Bowden's now 2-0 in his last 2 starts, 14.0 IP, conceding only 1 earned run over the stretch. He brings in a 1.40 ERA in 4 appearances this month, 19.1 IP. So, unless the Blue Jays do enough damage to clear the total by themselves, I think it's unlikely that this game goes over. I'm playing the under in this American League clash. My total pick is under. Houston Astros versus Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles will turn to Trevor Rogers in the 3rd game of this set. Rogers did not factor into the decision last Monday against the Mets, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks across 4.2 innings. He has not pitched well during his limited tenure in Baltimore. There was some optimism that they would be able to rejuvenate something with Rogers after targeting him at last month's trade deadline as a project, but the results have not been there so far. The 26-year-old southpaw has given up at least 3 runs, while failing to surpass 5 strikeouts in 4 consecutive outings since putting on an Orioles uniform. The Astros are playing very well, and Framber Valdez is 8-0 with a 2.39 ERA over his last 10 starts. My team pick is Houston Astros -1.5 runs. Framber Valdez has been on quite a run with the surging Astros. Last week, he allowed 3 hits and a walk over 7 shutout frames, striking out 9 and picking up a win over the White Sox. Valdez did not allow a runner to reach scoring position and retired 11 straight batters in the dominant win. He struck out at least 9 batters in 5 of his last 7 starts, resulting in a 59-12K BB through 46.1 innings. Rogers has been shaky for the Orioles, but I expect the leash to be short for the struggling left-hander, and if he gives up a few runs early, they'll yank him. Take the under. Milwaukee Brewers versus Oakland Athletics. The Milwaukee Brewers lost some key names this past winter, but have continued rolling in 2024, posting a 36-30 record away from home this season, giving them a 10-game lead in the Central with 6 weeks to go before the playoffs. The Brewers have achieved this success by being the 11th and final team thus far in 2024 to surpass 600 runs on the year, and with their 3.69 team ERA ranking them 3rd in the league as a pitching staff, they have very little weaknesses ahead of the playoffs where they are expected to finally go deep after years of disappointment. The Oakland Athletics 2024 season has continued with relatively low drama considering their off-season, but that hasn't translated to success, as they have a 32-34 record at home thus far, placing them in 4th in the American League West. Despite flashy numbers from several names, the A's still rank 25th in baseball in runs scored, and with a 4.21 ERA as a team, they rank 22nd in the league, showing that while those flashes are there, they are still a long wait from competing. While the Brewers are the far superior team heading into this one, the Athletics have done surprisingly well in this rivalry, with just one series dating back to 2020 taking place last season, with the A's sweeping the Brewers at home in surprising fashion. Taking the mound for Oakland in this one will be righty Joe Boyle, who makes just the 13th start of his career on Saturday following his best career outing where he struck out 6 and allowed just 2 hits over 6 stellar innings of work against Tampa Bay at home. Last time out for the Athletics was a massive defeat against the Brewers at home, with 2 RBI from Lawrence Butler not enough to make an impact as J.P. Sears gave up 5 earned over 3.2 innings to fall 11-3. However, this season, Milwaukee have been far more dominant throughout the year, and with Oakland turning to a player on the mound with just 12 career starts, while the Brewers have posted a 6-2 mark over their past 8 games, it should be a big win for them after an 11-3 victory in Game 1. My team pick is Milwaukee to win. Game 1 of this series was a blowout win for the Brewers to start the weekend battle, but history shows that this rivalry is full of low-scoring affairs, with the under sitting at 9-1 in their past 10 head-to-head meetings, with the average runs scored per game in that time being 6.5. For the Brewers, the under is 5-4-1 in their past 10 overall games, with 3.5 runs allowed per game over that time, including 10 runs allowed in one game, and for the Athletics, the under is 6-4 over that stretch, with just 10 runs scored in their past 5 games at home. Keep it simple, take the under 9.5 runs.